So on the personalisation part of things, there are email software kind of tools out there. Three of the main kind of ones that we typically use. MailChimp is okay for if you've got less than 2,000 subscribers, it's free to use. It's good for sending out mail shots. You can see your click-through rates, you can see your open rates, and track all the data that you need to track to see what's working and what's not. The downside to MailChimp is that you can't really personalise the response. So a good email campaign says, okay, send this email, and the follow-on response is, if a person's open, send this email. If a person hasn't opened, send this email. So you've almost got this whole tree of actions that take place based on how people respond to that email. So something like Drip, where, for example, you can automate this whole process and have these kind of rules in place that enable you to stay on top of your clients and offering them that personalised experience based on their interaction with your email, is generally better. Yes, it takes a bit more time to set up, but once that automation is in place, it gives you the ability to make sure that whatever you are sending to users is properly personalised. So we have decent success with Drip. I mean, we do use MailChimp too, so a lot of kind of initial users go to MailChimp first, use it, become familiar with it, and then probably move on to kind of more fuller automation tools. I think with MailChimp, the benefit is that it is almost decent do-it-yourself service. They've got a lot of templates that you can use and customise, which makes it a lot easier. With Drip, there are not so many customised templates, but again, I think when we certainly work with restaurants, we obviously design our own templates and make sure it is fully branded as the restaurant. So there are pros and cons of both tools. Campaign Monitor is also a pretty good, probably at the higher end of email automation software. It's got some really excellent templates, but I think for most SMEs it's probably outside of their price range. I can't remember what the price range is, but it's definitely 2, 3, 4 times more expensive than Drip or MailChimp. So, I mean, overall, if you're looking to get maximum results from your email campaign, it's got to be a process of continuous follow-up and reacting to the different scenarios that you find different people are using with these emails. So, someone hasn't opened it, it's a separate email. Hey, we noticed you haven't opened their email. Someone's clicked on an email. Well, we noticed you clicked on the email, but you didn't convert, X, Y, Z. So, having those kind of individual messages, I think, are important. And all of this stuff is just as important for restaurants. I think, as with any other business, what you want to do is, for example, be sending out communications about the latest meal or information about, hey, here's a recipe, or here's a different insight into our restaurant, and this is why you should be thinking about us when you want to go out for that next meal or arrange that next social event. A lot of the work that we do with restaurants is, for example, trying to attract corporate markets during lunch hours or for corporate events, and again, trying to push that message out to corporate companies to try and get them to utilise free time during weekdays, lunches, Mondays, Tuesdays. The kind of key strategies that we help restaurants with, and I think it's something that restaurants have to turn their mind to if you're looking to maximise your own kind of profitability and have some continuous high levels. SEO is search engine optimization, so being found on kind of first page of Google or Google today, but being on Yahoo. Again, stats show that conversion rates are twice as high on organic search results than they are on paid compared to paid media or social media marketing. The reason is because someone's on the search engine, they're looking for something, they're ready to buy. So being found on kind of that first page of the search engines is really important. And again, stats, 88% of consumers who search for a restaurant will go to that restaurant or call them that same day. So we know that when people are searching for something, as opposed to being on social media, there's an immediate need there. The question is, how do you get onto the first page of Google? It's not easy. It used to be the case when the search engines first kicked off that you could just stuff your page with keywords like Chinese, steak, or restaurant type keywords, and you kind of work your way up to the restaurant. But the algorithms that these search engines use now have become a lot more complicated. And a lot of it's based now around credibility, content, fresh content, and link backs, but from reputable sources. So the key to search engine optimization actually is engaging original content. For example, we know that Google rank pages with video landing pages higher than they do with text. We know that Google will rank you higher if your pages are more optimized for mobile than not mobile responsive. So there are kind of key things that Google and search engines today are looking at based on users and how they're searching. So key content, and content means not just text and images, but whether it's video or whether it's recipes or whatever. Google look at everything around content and rank you accordingly. And yes, you still have to make sure that your site is properly structured. You have to make sure that you still are using keywords and meta tags and all the important things that will indicate to a search engine, okay, that this is what this website is about. But once it's kind of got that indication that this restaurant, this website is about food, or restaurant is about Chinese takeaway or Thai takeaway, then it's about building that content. So it's two things. It's important to have the right structure to the website and make sure it follows the best practices. And again, if you're wondering about your website, there are free audit tools out on the internet that you can run against your website that will tell you, where your website is falling down in terms of meta tag, keywords, DNS, infrastructure. And again, if you guys need it, we can run those reports for you. They're free, and so it'll give you a good insight in terms of how your website is being viewed by search